GFN Online News for the 25th of February 2020. I'm Jarrod.
And I'm Yeongju.
In our top story today, GFN New Media team has translated the travel routes of the confirmed COVID-19 patients into English, and it's now available on the website www.gfn.or.kr under Community, and then click Foundation News and Notices.
You can also find the information on our Facebook and Instagram. You can also find the link below in the description.
Please like, share, and subscribe. Now, taking a look at what's happening abroad. More countries began to tighten entry restrictions on those who departed from South Korea.
With the spread of the COVID-19 in the nation, more countries are restricting the entry of visitors from South Korea. According to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs on 25th, a total of 19 countries officially banned or restricted travelers from South Korea. Among them, a total of 8 countries have banned visitors from South Korea: Israel, Bahrain, and Jordan in the Middle East, Kiribati, Samoa, and American Samoa in the South Pacific, followed by Mauritius in Africa on Monday local time, and Hong Kong today local time, bringing the total to 8 countries.
Hong Kong issued a red travel warning for South Korea and banned entry of travelers who left Korea or visited the country within the last 14 days. Except for China, South Korea is the first country that Hong Kong has imposed an entry ban on. For Hong Kong residents, though, entry to the country is still possible, but quarantine can be taken depending on whether they visited Daegu or North Gyeongsang province.
Mauritius had withheld and quarantined 34 Korean tourists who had been on a honeymoon and eventually decided not to allow any travelers who had departed from South Korea from 24th local time or who had stayed in Korea within the last 14 days.
Though it is not an entry ban, 11 countries, including Macau, Singapore, Thailand, Taiwan, Micronesia, the UK, Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, Oman, Qatar, and Uganda were among the countries that restricted entry by tightening quarantine inspections for visitors from South Korea.
Thailand, Singapore, Taiwan, and Micronesia were newly added to the list today, and these countries are strengthening quarantine inspections by separating visitors from Daegu, North Gyeongsang regions at the airport.
Thailand, however, has decided to conduct mandatory sample tests if travelers from Daegu or North Gyeongsang province show symptoms of fever or runny nose.
Singapore also requires South Korean visitors to report their visits to Daegu and Cheongdo within the last 14 days, and is conducting medical tests at airports for those who went Daegu and nearby areas. Taiwan also imposed mandatory quarantine measures on all travelers entering Taiwan from South Korea for 14 days from Saturday. Micronesia requires travelers arriving from South Korea to be quarantined for 14 days from Guam or Hawaii before entering the country.
Macau's Air Macau, which has classified South Korea as a high-risk area for the infection since last Sunday, has decided to suspend all flights on the Incheon-Macau route from March 1st to 28th. Vietnam's Bamboo Airways has decided to temporarily suspend flights between Incheon International Airport and Da Nang and Nha Trang from Wednesday.
Mongolia also decided to temporarily suspend all flights between South Korea and Mongolia until March 2nd. Air New Zealand will also suspend direct flights from Incheon International Airport to Auckland from March 8th until the end of June.
Regarding this, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Korea plans to make its utmost efforts to prevent the entry restrictions from expanding by explaining the South Korean government's effort to quarantine the virus.
Please check with your airline and with embassies in Korea for more updated information. And now, Jeollanamdo announced on the 25th that 4 people were in contact with confirmed patients who traveled from Busan to Jeollanamdo, all tested negative.
The confirmed patient from Busan was reported to have been infected at Oncheon Church in Busan, where a group of people tested positive. The confirmed patient visited Jeollanamdo's Innovation City through Gwangju's Seongjong Station on February 18th. Jeollanamdo said it will check if there are additional people who were in contact with the confirmed patients, and once they are found, they will be under quarantine. Some 43 people are under self-quarantine in Jeollanamdo. However, as some 60 officials from private schools in Jeollanamdo are reported to have attended a discussion recently with the KFTA president, who is infected with the virus, more people are expected to be under quarantine.
Since patient 22 fully recovered from the virus on February 17th, no additional cases are reported in the region so far. Also, Jeollanamdo will dispatch 36 public health doctors to Daegu City to support its medical quarantine process.
Once again, it's time to give you information on GFN's social media, which is providing you with regular updates on what is happening locally in English.
For Facebook, search 광주 영어 방송 GFN and Instagram, GFN 987 FM.
That is GFN Radio on Facebook or GFN 987 FM as we try to bring you all the information as quickly as possible. Don't forget, prevention is better than the cure. And as always, there are virus consultation hotlines for you.
As always, call 1330 or 1345 for multilingual information and stay tuned to GFN's social media channels.
Please also check with your airlines before traveling. That is all we have for you today. Remember, stay clear from stigmatization, xenophobia, and racial discrimination. Stay safe and stay healthy. I'm Jarrod John.
And I'm Yeongju.